Hello, welcome to this very special video, which is my full SBD training days. And the first set was a single 127.5 kilos, and this moved fine as well. Testing out the knee sleeves, so they just came in the post to seeing how they feel when I'm squatting. They feel good as well. Next two sets were 117 kilos for doubles and both. Again, these moved fine as well. What I'm hoping for on my mock competition that I'm doing, I have 140 kilo squat already under my belt, no pun intended, that I've done, which I was happy with. So in terms of what I'm going to go for, I think I'm going to stick with my opener, which will be 130 kilos. The second attempt will probably be about 145 kilos, 150, I'm not sure on the number yet. And the third one, I'm thinking 160 kilos is a good solid number. I feel confident on the squats as well. I got that 140 or three plate squat, with no knee sleeves as well, so knee sleeves are only in theory and should help with my squatting so I can get a high number. So I think 160 kilos for the squat I'd be very happy with as well. So now we're moving into the bench. We're testing out a single at 80 kilos, moved fine as well. I'm also using a belt as well. I used this on Monday when I was benching as well, so 2 days ago, and it felt better. It felt like I could brace more almost. And we tested out my opener for the bench at 90 kilos, which was rated at RPE 8. I've done that for the past 3 weeks, just like testing that as a single. I feel happy with it. I think it's a good number to have as my opener. Now, in terms of my bench, this is one lift that requires the most work and improvement on, I believe, compared to squats and deadlift. It's the one that's had not the most progression like squats and deadlift has, which is a bit unfortunate, but I'm confident that I can get finally a 2-plate bench. So obviously my opener will be about 90 kilos. Second rep maybe 97.5 kilos, 95, maybe 100 on that. And then the third attempt, if it all goes well, the max number that I'm hoping to get is 110 kilos on the bench, but it could be 105. If it's anything like over 100, I'm happy with, because I can finally say, oh, I've got a 2-plate bench finally. So it'll be in the 2-plate or 100 kilos, 3 digits group for the bench, and it'll satisfy my ego for another day until I think of another number I need to beat. Getting into deadlifts. First rep was 165 kilos for a single. Moved fine, very happy with how it moved as well. Getting into the back off sets, 150 kilos for doubles on both of these. Again, moved great. The first set was brilliant. The best deadlift set I've ever done like that weight, or just in general, how the speed went as well. It felt like baby weight, like 60 kilos on the bar. Very happy with how that moved. Now let's speak about my deadlift. The opener that we tested out early in the week on the Tuesday, so a day before this footage, was 175 kilos for a single. Moved fine, very happy with how it moved. Obviously the end goal, if you've been watching the Road to 200 kilo deadlift series, the third attempt would be 200 kilos. That's what number I want to get in the deadlift, obviously. So the second attempt will be about 187.5 kilos, maybe 190. Just depends how I'm feeling on the day, how it moves as well. So again, happy with how the deadlifts move. Now moving into the next day. On the Thursday, so today, the time of recording this. Starting off with squats again, we're doing a slightly lower weight with more reps, so 112 kilos for a triple. These move fine, happy with how they moved as well. Again, testing out the knee sleeves as well, wearing all my accessories, getting more used to them with more rep work as well, because it's important with my accessories. I wear them slightly differently when I'm doing more rep work. So when I'm doing like high rep squats, I will have my belt a bit loose, just because there's so many reps. When it's like a 1 rep max, for example, it will be on like really tight as well. Again, these move fine, happy with how they moved on the day. Obviously 112.5 kilos is like an easy weight for me now as well. Not long ago I couldn't even squat over 100 kilos, like 3-4 months ago, so I'm happy with how the progress has moved. And getting into some benching now, we are doing 72.5 kilos for triples, these are moving fine. I'm happy with how these are moving as well. Obviously this is my 4th day of benching, so by this time your wrists, elbows can start to fatigue a bit. I mean, this week we've not done loads of rep work. It's been mainly, I think the most reps was 3 or 4 reps, I'm not sure. Of like, it is like heavy weight for me, but this is where it starts to feel a bit bunged up. But I've got 2 full days of recovery where, active recovery, where there won't be any bench pressing or squatting or deadlifting. It'll just be me like walking everywhere to get steps in, my cardio, and again benching moved fine. Happy with the sets, how they moved as well. I'm obviously doing self unracking. That's one thing I've been again better at as well, because a few weeks ago I couldn't even unrack 70 kilos from the bar, and I've been like watching like few videos on self unracking as well, seeing how when I don't have a spotter, if I can still like press safely, unrack the bar safely, and like rack the bar safely. It's like a little skill you need to practice as well. So I've been watching a few videos, and that they've helped quite a lot, just getting used to when the belt and my bench press, and that's probably what I'm going to do for the foreseeable future, is wear a belt while bench pressing. Just seems to feel nice and better on me. Moving into the deadlifts on this day, this is the 3rd day consecutively of deadlifting. I've never done that before. Well, yes, I haven't done that before. Where it's 3 days on the bounce deadlifting, obviously one of the most taxing exercises, fatigue and recovery wise, is with just a triple of 150 kilos. These moved a bit slightly slow. By the time it was the 3rd and last rep, you could see the fatigue, and I could feel fatigue certainly, like, oh, this is a bit taxing now, a bit tired. But I just knew that, well, I've only got 1 set of this today, and then that's it till Sunday. So like I said, 2 days recovery. So thanks for watching this special video of my 2 SBD days. I'm very much looking forward to running a mock competition. What me and my coach have been doing to treat as like a competition, rather than just like 1 rep max. I'll treat it, because it is something I want to look into and consider putting in for a competition or meet.